Hi and welcome to another SY video. So today we're going to talk about setting up your device with the IP network that your equipment sat on. So a lot of our kit and many other brands of AV kit, we all use LAN control. So you can connect your switcher, your matrix, whatever device to the data network, and then you can connect your control system to that data network and control your AV device. Or you may have a controller keypad or laptop or something else that wants to control your device and adjust all the settings and the parameters, but using the LAN network as opposed to RS-232. So when you first get your bit of kit out of the box, how do you connect it up? Well, by default, if you have a look at the user manual for that particular device, you will find that the device has some default parameters that are set up. So the questions we need to ask is, what is the default IP address of that device that we want to connect to? And if it's not on the same IP range as our current network, we're not going to be able to talk to it with our computer or our control system. So find out what that IP address range is. So it could be something like 192.168.0. and then the fourth octet will tell you what the actual number is of that device, anywhere between 1 and 254. So 192.168.0.1 is probably your router, or your router could be on 192.168.0.255. So we need to find a spare IP address number from within that range. So look at your device manual. It may be set to DHCP. If so, that's great. You connect it to your LAN network. Your router, which has your DHCP server built in, will automatically assign an IP address to that device. And then if that is the case, you can use something like a scan tool. So if we have a look at one here, some sort of scan tool, an app on your tablet or phone or something, it's scanning the network now and it will tell us the IP address of all the devices that are on this particular network. So I can have a look down here. I can see that there's a SY device just here, my laptop, various other devices, this tablet, that's the IP address to that. So then you can then get the IP address, type it into a web browser and go directly to that device, open up the web GUI. You can adjust all the settings and the parameters and the functions, set up the scenes and so on that you need to. However, if your router has not assigned it an IP address, because by default that device you're plugging in is not on DHCP, it may have a static IP address. So find out what that is from the manual, and then the network that you're on, say your laptop that you're connected to your network, change the IP address of your laptop to a similar one, or one within the same range as the IP address of the particular device that you're interested in connecting to. So if by default it says, right, the default IP address of my AV switcher, for instance, is 192.168.1.40. So we want to set the IP address of our laptop to another number within that range. So for instance, 192.168.1.41, any other number. Then you'll be able to type in the IP address of your AV device, .40, go into the GUI, adjust the settings. What you can then do is go to network settings of that device and set it to be assigned an IP via DHCP. Then your router will automatically assign it an IP address from within the range that it is using. That's great. Save the settings, it will get the IP, change your laptop to DHCP to go back on the same range, and then you can find the device by using the scan tool like we just showed. Do a scan and it will find your device. You'll see a new device listed there, or you may have something on your laptop. Advanced port scanner is one I use on my laptop. That's really good. There's lots of others, and then you're away. That's it. That's how it works. So that's how you connect to devices via LAN without doing any other settings or methods. Now some devices may have a display on the front, some of our switchers do, an LCD display, and you can go into the menus using the front panel buttons. It will tell you what the IP address is on that display, and then you can either change it to another number or you can change it to a DHCP assignable IP address, and that way you've done the same thing as we explained before, but just from the actual device itself. So depending on what device you've got, decide what method you need to use. So there we go, short little question there, question we get asked all the time. Thanks for watching this video, and as always we will see you on the next one.